Hey, how y'all doing? I'm back. DS18 EXL. Yeah, I know y'all saying, man, what does MB have here? What is he up to now? Well, I've been curious about this DS18. I've had success with the DS18 subs and builds I've done for people. The EXL 12, which I'm going to put on my channel as well. Select, and I've had personally I've owned and ran at one time years ago. Shoot, maybe about 4 years ago I ran that DS18 Elite Z8. Well, from that point to now, they have came out with this. This is about maybe about a year and a half old, no more than two, might be less than that. The DXL EXL 8. It was not out when the 10 and 12 and the 15 first came out of that line. And I've been curious about it, and I wanted to bust another myth. So now since I have a channel, I'm gonna bust the myth that DS18 doesn't play low. DS18 is loudspeakers. It is true. It is a Brazilian brand. They're big in South America, just like DB Drive. Big in South America, Europe, but not so much the American market. But I'm gonna rebuff this myth that DS18 doesn't play low. Well, they say this 8 doesn't play low. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. This is my first time running the DS18 EXL 8. I got D4. I got two of them, so I can run a 1 ohm load. Possibly should have got two. I don't. Should have got D2. I don't know. I thought about that too to get more control as far as the sound quality, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna see if we can. Is the myth true? Is it factual, or is it just somebody who's never ran it articulating and saying what somebody else said? Let's unbox it. Let's take a good look at it because I've been curious about it for a while. A lot of y'all telling me review subs that I have no intention of reviewing because there's plenty of information about those brands that y'all love and run so much. I'm not going to keep reviewing the same thing. AKA Scar, AKA Sundown. That's plenty. Just put it in YouTube and you'll find plenty of videos of them playing and unboxing and all that other stuff. I'm not going to do it. So, come two in a box. Pull out one box and see what we got here. I think they weigh about 16 pounds. Girth has nothing to do with output. Remember I told you, don't worry about magnet size. Look at them TS parameters. So it comes in this nice box. They paid some money on the boxing. It says it has 8-inch subwoofer, red core aluminum basket, 2.5-inch black aluminum 4-layer voice coil. Being an aluminum voice coil, it can handle a lot of power and cool off quicker when you turn the volume down. Now, after copper coil has a 4-layer aluminum voice coil. Some manufacturers use an 8-inch, 8-layer aluminum voice coil. Black alloys aluminum voice coil, BSAV. It has high power handling, which is going to, even though it's rated at 600 RMS, because of that aluminum voice coil, I'm sure it's going to handle significantly more power than that. 2-layer Conex spider. It has dual spiders. We're going to see if it's progressive or linear when I open the box. Sensitivity, and this is where I wanted to see and had me curious about the subwoofer. Sensitivity is 89 dB. The kickers are 83, and that's the highest 8 I've ever tested. And here they're saying sensitivity of 89. I gotta see. Frequency response is 38 to 1 kilohertz. To the FS, when they give you a frequency response like that, and you say, well, it doesn't play on 38, no, the FS is really gonna be 38. Large foam edge and paper with large foam edge surround with paper and glass fiber cone. So that's the cone is made out of paper and glass fused together. Give it a little rigidity. Trying to do something that other manufacturers use by just going to a plastic cone, but some people say the paper cone is softer or more natural sounding. Yeah, I don't know. To me, I don't think so. I don't know about the paper sounding better than the plastic kicker. My kickers got plastic cones and they sound great. 130 hours high strength double ferrite magnet. So, let's open up the box here. Open it up. First thing you get is DS18 We Like It Loud sticker. It's nice. I probably wouldn't put it on my vehicle though, because I don't want nobody to know what I got in there. I like the stealth look. You will hear it and see it, but I'm not gonna tell you what's in there. Then you got your manual. EX dual phones. It gives you, inside the manual, it gives you measurements on one page, one side of the page. As far as mountain depth, cut out. On the other side of the page, we get the data sheet. Some of the TS parameters, what I'm looking for. Fast clarity, 2.5 liters, standard. X max, 24 millimeters. I'm wondering, is that both ways or one way? It doesn't say. Since it's an 8-inch subwoofer, I'm going to say that the X max is most likely 12 millimeters both ways. Both ways. Not 20. Well, I don't know. I can't actually say that because, heck, Sundown's got a 23 millimeter 8. So it could be 24 millimeters one way. Possibly. We're going to find out when we put it inside the enclosure. Oh, I was wrong about something. It says the FSC is 72 hertz. It has a very high QTS. Very high. We know when you put high QTS subs, well, we don't know. You put a high QTS sub in the port amplification, you get very large peaks at the port tuning. AKA very, very loud at the port tuning. Moving mass is 158 grams. I'm not going to say that's really light. I'm not going to say it's really heavy. It leans more, though, toward the heavier end, but they are, like the other manufacturers, go 165, 170 as far as MMS, a.k.a. the kicker, but it has a larger cone, so there's another reason why that has a high moving mass. BL's 21.6. Now, remember, that's just to strengthen the motor inside the gap. That cone is not that heavy for a BL that high. Be honest with you. The cone is not, the moving mass is not that heavy for a BL that high, which tells me it's going to move fast, quickly to generate an SPL. So this really is an SPL gear subwoofer. It's, I mean, remember other videos, you got some that move softly and some that move short distances very fast. So I don't know if it's 24 millimeters real fast or 12 millimeters real fast, because X-Max is just one of the things that you need for SPL. You gotta look at all the other factors as well. So this is a pretty high BL, strengthen the gap, in comparison to the moving mass. LE is pretty high. It's not as low as other subwoofers. Inductance, about average. And then on the back side, it gives you, and I need the parameters to put this in the box, see what my program said. And on the back side, it gives you a little SPL versus frequency, but it doesn't tell you what enclosure size to put them in. So we're going to see that for ourselves. Look at this little chart here. Okay, that's 50, 40. Definitely SPL gear. Then they got the wiring grind. Some of y'all need this. It actually tells you the wiring diagram, you know, how to wire get certain loads. Dual 4 and parallel give you 2 ohm, dual 4 in series give you 8 ohm. Wound, okay, it's nice. That's very helpful. No, stop. Okay, then you get the cutout. The installation drawing gives you the little cutout. All right. What is the cutout? Because the cutout is 7.738 standard cutout. Top, spider. So the packaging is sufficient to get it to you safely. Oh, beautiful. I must say that comes in plastic too. Oh, beautiful. Plastic dust cap. high surround, the glass fiber cone, as they stated. Nice surround. I would say it's high, not medium roll, high. The cone is non-pressed. It is non-pressed paper cone. The tinsel leads are sewn into the, let's see what we got here, into the linear roll. Linear, these are linear roll spiders. For me to think this SPL gears, you would think they would put progressive roll. This is a linear roll spider, meaning that each ridge is the same size as the one that preceded it. It does have dual conic spiders that are spaced. See, little finger test for it over with. To really actually test a subwoofer stiffness, you don't want to push in the cone. You only want to put your hand under and go up. And yeah, this over here is pretty stiff. Okay. Nice little DS18 around the gasket. The mounting gasket is nice. This basket, look at the basket. This basket is original. Y'all do see that, right? This is an original gasket. I mean basket. You don't see that a lot. Nice protective magnet boot. This top plate looks to be, top plate is about at least 3/8 thick. You can see that BSAV voice coil, 2.5 inches. You definitely can see that. Yeah, four mounting bolts so the basket is glued and screwed to the top plate. Let's see the venting. Single pole piece venting. It doesn't have extra venting around the pole piece. It's just got this one here, which would be sufficient. If they had more venting around the pole here, it would enable it to play cooler longer. I mean louder longer, because it would stay cooler. But I do like this. It's a handsome subwoofer, I must say. Let me get a little closer to y'all to see it. It's a handsome subwoofer. Very attractive, particularly with those of y'all that like to put them in boxes with plexiglass. You see that little candy apple red basket. But, you know how I feel. Bass is to be felt, not seen. I really don't care nothing about the aesthetics as long as I'm looking at the build quality is sufficient. Next I want to do is get loud. Weighs, I think, 16 pounds. 16, little, maybe close to 20. Nice tinsel lead. Like they accept not overly thick wire. I would say, 10 gauge, possibly. 10, maybe 12 gauge wire, which is sufficient for 600 watts. That's sufficient. So, nice build quality. Like it. Looks good. I'm curious about it, so I gotta do my program. We're gonna do a little free air test with it. I got some tracks now. We're gonna do a free air test with it. Then we're gonna put it in a box and see how it performs. And then we're gonna go from there. What am I expecting? I have no idea. But if it's anything like the EXL 12s that I have built boxes for, it should be a performer. It should be a performer. Thank you for watching. Peace. Like, subscribe, and share. Ain't that what I'm supposed to be saying? Peace, man. Oh, let me get y'all a closing shot. And then I'll let it close. Let me see, get you a closing shot of that boy. Walk away.